What do you do when you realize you have gotten to live every goal you set for your life? Except you realize along the way, it's not exactly a fairy tale. Hey there, my friend. Steve Gamlin here. I enjoy life as a keynote speaker, visualization coach, creator of the Vision Board Mastery Learning Program, and wearer of the Got Vision t-shirt. When I was 11 years old, I wanted to be a radio DJ, a stand-up comedian, an author of my own books, and a teacher of people. And I did get to enjoy that radio career. From 1992 to 2002, I was a rock morning show producer. I was a comedy writer. I was actually an international award-winning comedy writer and producer, and also a freelance comedy bit writer and song parody writer for a national-level radio service. Problem was, by the end of my 10 years in radio, I'd worked 15 years worth of hours and drove myself right into the ground. Every part of my life was falling apart. And in a very short window of time, I walked away from my radio career without a full-time job or a plan, went through a divorce, and found myself tens of thousands of dollars in debt at age 35. And let's just say my self-talk and my self-worth were right there in the gutter with me. In August of 2003, I had $3 left in my pocket on a Friday afternoon and decided to take out my self-loathing and frustration on a bucket of golf balls. Being a horrible golfer, I went to the farthest tee box on the property, right up against the safety fence and underneath a row of steel-towered power lines. And what happens in New England on a hot and humid Friday afternoon? A thunderstorm came through. And while everybody else ran from the storm, I just sat there taking out my frustrations on my bucket of golf balls, at one point even holding up the club, daring the lightning to take me out. And at the end of my bucket, and the buckets of two other gentlemen who ran from the storm and never came back, I got to my car, opened the door, the rain stopped, and the sun came out. And the next day, on a phone call with a brand new life coach I just started working with, he asked the question, "How was your week?" And as funny as I could make it sound, and yes, it was very self-deprecating, I told him the story of that hour in the thunderstorm, barefoot in the wet grass, hitting golf balls, and daring the lightning to take me out. When he stopped laughing, he asked two questions that changed my life forever. Are you this open and honest about your life with everybody? Yes. Have you ever thought of being a motivational speaker or a stand-up comedian? I think you'd be really good at both. What he didn't know were the four goals I'd had for my life when I was 11 years old. And when I mentioned I'd wanted to do both of those things but had no idea how to pursue them, on his desk, he quickly found a brochure for a local community college that had a class starting 2 weeks later called Intro to Stand-Up Comedy. And a week after that, I attended my first Toastmasters meeting, where I remained for 8 amazing, laugh-filled, award-winning years. And as I began to put my life back together, learning the basics of visualization and vision boards, thank God I took a lot of notes. Because as I began to rise out of the ashes, people began to ask if I could help them. And over time, from all those notes and all those journals, came keynote speaking stage stories and what became the Vision Board Mastery Learning Program. And despite what all the other experts, gurus, and influencers say success is all about, my clients and I go on a deep dive into all areas of their life. I teach 8 of them, by the way, to make sure that their vision, their why, their action plans all contribute towards the best version of their life, for whatever success may mean for them. My mission is to help them craft that and to be their guide, to cheer them on, and to help them celebrate with each incremental win. And yes, I can sit here all day long talking about my speaking, my coaching, and my programs. So I invited a couple of friends to share their thoughts.
Since I joined Steve's Vision Board Mastery Program and his coaching program, which I highly, highly recommend, I have created my dream podcast studio. Everybody that knows me knows this screams my name. I have written my first book. I have also recorded my first audiobook. Yay! I have 2 more books in the works. One of those is a collaboration with Steve. And if he can channel my inner spirit animal and get me focused and help me accomplish things that I never, truly never ever dreamed that I could do, he can help you too.
My name's Dave Cummings. I'm the Communications Director with the New Hampshire Association of Realtors. We recently worked with Steve Gamlin. A couple things come to mind in terms of working with Steve. The first one is he's the easiest human being to work with on the planet. He is an incredibly authentic person. I think that's the first thing that you will know about Steve, and that comes through in the presentation. Ours was about leadership. His stories will make you laugh hysterically. Steve will find ways to relate to your audience. You can be assured of that. Absolutely A+ all around from myself and from everybody who was involved. Great job, Steve.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out for Steve Gamlin. He is amazing. And if you have not tried a coaching session with Steve, you should. He helped me to stay focused on my goals by creating ideas and action plans. Definitely, it is worth it to do a one-on-one coaching session with Steve because he helps you out so much to continue and stay focused on your goals and really help you to reach them. So give him a shot.
I hope that our brief time together in this video message has helped to open your eyes to the potential and the possibility for you to create the best version of your life. At age 56, I'm living my best self so far. Still a work in progress. Please reach out if there's anything I can do to add value in your life or to be a part of your journey. You can find me at motivationalfirewood.com.